right. I get that check right. I'm so blessed, right? Off of that jet pipe, off of that side, off of that new coupe. Got a bin fired. I said what I said.
This is a 1000 watt 10S radio controlled skateboard. I know it's an electric skateboard, but it is radio controlled. In this video, we're going to have a look at it. I'm going to show you how I got on with it. I'm going to show you some of the cool shots I managed to get by using this. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on it as a middle-aged man with a back injury who's never been on an electric skateboard before, or even an actual skateboard for probably 35 years. Each one of these wheels is 500 watts. So you've got 1000 watts total. It's really heavy, and I'd say that's straight away, that's one of the downsides to this. I found it so heavy to lug around. I think it's about 10 kilos. I don't know how that really compares to other boards, but I've been looking. I think it's quite on. I think it's on the heavy side. So it comes with a manual, tools. I guess there's some spares, charger, and a little USB charger for the transmitter. This is the little transmitter. Whoa! Had it in reverse, and the skateboard's on. Luckily, it didn't destroy anything. It didn't destroy my top secret project there either. Better switch that off. Anyway, this is your transmitter. It's got loads of information on there. You've got all your different settings. Everything's on there. Gives you your speed, gives you your mileage on there as well. You see that 75 kilometers. I haven't done 75 on this. I don't know if it had some on there when I first got it, but I've certainly done quite a bit. Another feature on this is 105mm wheels. And actually, I mean, they weren't too bad. There's still quite a bit of vibration through there, but I've not got anything to compare it with. But again, looking online, some of the ones that come with harder wheels, they can be quite uncomfortable when you're on a rough surface. So Possway were quite persistent with asking me to review this. Initially I told them probably wouldn't be able to. I've got a back injury, I'm old. Electric skateboard's not really my thing. They emailed me again, and then I think they emailed me again. So in the end I was like, right, okay, send me one, I'll do my best to review it. I might be able to find someone else to ride it, and then I'll do like the actual, this bit of it, the review of it. But once it got here, I was too tempted to try it myself. And I practiced for a week or two, just going around in the car park out the front of my unit and up and down. I let my lad have a go as well. And then I took it out and done some recording of some RC stuff. And actually it didn't take long for me to get used to it, and then I went on quite a big long run with it.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head, you're like everyone else, aren't you? You could gain from being a bit nicer.
3 different modes on it. You've got low, which will only go to, I think it's 4.5 kilometers an hour. Then you've got medium or middle, and that gets up to, I think it's 14 to 15 kilometers an hour. Then you've got high, that's max speed, so that'll get up to, I'm sure it's 30 mile an hour or 32 mile an hour, which is like 50 kilometers an hour, crazy. And then you've got pro mode. Pro mode, I'd probably not recommend unless you've ridden skateboards most of your life. It doesn't increase the speed, but it does increase the acceleration. We put Austin on it in pro mode, and he was doing donuts.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
I initially started it on low mode just to get to grips with it. It only took a minute or two to realise I needed to go up a level, so I went up to like the middle one, which is up to 14 kilometers an hour. And although that's not fast, it feels fast when you're doing 14 kilometers an hour. But then when I went out to get some footage of some of the RC cars, I realised that wasn't actually fast enough, so I had to bump it up to high. And and that gets interesting. But I haven't fallen off it, but wear a helmet. Don't use me as an example. My mum's gonna tell me off, but make sure you wear a helmet, safety first. And although I wasn't too keen on reviewing it at first, this has really helped out over the last month or so, getting some really cool footage. So using a GoPro on like this telescopic like pole, I was able to get some cool shots of the Sen F250. I hadn't been riding this long when I'd done that bit of the video, so it was quite difficult, but got some good shots. And in the end, I didn't use them shots on the F250 video because I went out at night because it's got LEDs. I went out at night. GoPros aren't the best at night. So I took my Sony camera, the one you're watching this on now. Got some absolutely awesome shots. Now, it's not easy. So holding the skateboard controller in one hand with the camera, so kind of holding it, fingers hooked round, thumb on the thumb wheel there, trying to get the camera at the right angle. And obviously in the other hand, you have to have the RC car controller. Doing that as well as trying to avoid what you're recording, really, really difficult. So standing on the board, camera down, controller in hand, controller in that hand, trying to do that with something in front of you. Even if you're not interested in electric skateboards, you gotta at least give me a like for the effort I put into them videos. And then I took the Armour Vortex out using an Insta360 One X2, a 360 camera. It makes it even easier because you don't have to really worry about where you're pointing it. Being it's 360, you can just kind of hold it in the right area and you get some really cool shots. And because that thing's not crazy fast, it wasn't too hard to get some shots. But obviously with a bit more confidence, a bit more speed, you can get some even better ones. And overall, I had loads of fun on it. Whether I use it much anymore, I don't know, but it's certainly handy for one, making some cool shots. And two, if you stick it in the back of your car and that, it's actually quicker to go on this to retrieve a broken RC or a stuck RC car than doing the walk of shame.